Good morning, kindergartners. It's Miss House. I'm back with our second read aloud of the week to talk about character traits, okay? So remember yesterday we talked about how character traits are words that someone can use when you describe a character. It helps us get to know them a little bit better, okay? So the book I have that I'm going to read to you guys today is called The Good Little Bad Little Pig. And it's by Margaret Wise Brown and illustrated by Dan Yaccarino. So just from looking at the cover, we can see that our character's probably a pig, but the title makes us think, is it a good little pig or is it a bad little pig? Is it good or bad? Is it a little bit of both? I don't know. We're going to have to read to find out. The Good Little Bad Little Pig. Poor little pig. He lived in a muddy old pig pen with 4 other little pigs and a mother sow. He was a little pink and white pig, but with mud all over him, he looked only partly pink. Then one day a little boy named Peter asked his mother if he could have a pig. "What?" said Peter's mother. "You want a dirty little bad little pig?" She was very surprised. "No," said Peter. "I want a clean little pig, and I don't want a bad little pig. I want a good little, bad little pig." "But I've never heard of such a thing," said Peter's mother. "Still, we can always try to find one." So they sent the farmer who owned the pig pen a letter. "Farmer, farmer, I want a pig, not too little and not too big, not too good and not too bad, the very best pig any boy ever had." The farmer read the letter, and then he went out to the pig pen and looked at the 5 little pigs. 3 little pigs were fast asleep. "Those," said the farmer, "are good little pigs." And 1 little pig was jumping all around. "That," said the farmer, "is a bad little pig." And then he heard a little pig squeak. And then he heard a little pig squeal. But when he looked, there was just 1 little gray-pink pig standing in an old tin pan in the corner of the pen. "That," he said, "is a good little, bad little pig." So the farmer sent the pig to the little boy. When the delivery man brought the little pig to Peter's front door, his mother said, "What a dirty little pig." "Wait till I give this little pig a bath," said Peter. But the little pig ran all around the room squealing. "Squee! Ump, 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 ump." "What a bad little pig," said Peter's father. "Wait," said Peter, "until the little pig knows us. He is not a bad little pig." The little pig stared at Peter out of his dark squint eyes, and then he shook himself and trotted after Peter. "What a good little pig," said Peter's mother, as she came into the room with a pan of food for the little pig to eat after his journey. "Wait," said Peter. "Remember, this is a good little, bad little pig." The little pig started eating. "Glump, grump, 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 grump," he grunted. He was making a mess. "What a bad little pig," said Peter's father. What terrible eating manners he has." "But he does enjoy his food," said Peter. "Yes," said his father, "he does enjoy his food." And he beamed with a smile all over. "What a good little pig," he said. "He has eaten up everything in the pan." "Come on, you good little bad little pig," said Peter. "I will give you a bath so you will be a clean little pig." So Peter went into the bathroom and put the little pig right into the bathtub and let the warm water run all over him. The little pig squealed and wiggled around. Peter took a big cake of soap and rubbed it all along the pig's back until he was all covered with pure white soap suds. Then he took a scrubbing brush and he scrubbed and scrubbed. Then he rinsed off the pig's back with warm water until he was all clean. Then Peter dried him with a great big bath towel and took him for a walk in the sunshine. "Look," said Peter as he showed his little pig to the policeman. "Did you ever see such a fine little clean little pig?" I never did, said the policeman. See, such a good little pig. And he blew his whistle and stopped all the automobiles so that Peter and his little pig could get across the street. But the little pig did not want to cross the street, and he pulled back on the leash and refused to budge. Peter pulled and pulled, but the little pig would not cross the street. What a bad little pig, said the people in the cars, and they began to honk their horns. And the little pig began to squeal and squeak. Squeak, squeak, but the policeman held up his hand and wouldn't let the cars go. You pull him, Peter, he said, and I'll get behind him and push. So they did. And when they got to the middle of the road, the little pig trotted along just as nice as you please. What a good little pig, said the people on the other side of the street. And so it was that Peter got just what he wanted, a good little, bad little pig. Sometimes the little pig was good, and sometimes he was bad. But he was the very best pig any boy ever had. All right, so that was the good little, bad little pig. So for today, when we talk about character traits of that little pig, I want you guys to talk to your adults or anyone at home that you are doing your learning with, and I want you guys to talk about, do you think that it was a good pig? Think it was a bad pig? Do you think it was a dirty pig? Do you think it was a clean pig? I don't know. So what I'm going to do today is I want you guys to get creative. So I'm going to send your teachers just a picture of a pig, okay? And your job is to make your pig whatever it is that you want, okay? Whatever character traits you want it to have, you guys are going to draw it onto the pig or write them around the pig. So for example, this one is perfect because the pig is in the middle and it says the good little, bad little pig. He's a good little pig sometimes. He's a bad little pig other times. He's a clean pig sometimes. He's a dirty pig other times. But you guys could make your pig look like whatever it is you want it to look like. If you wanted it to be a fancy pig, maybe you give it some pearls around its neck and do some big earrings. Maybe you want it to be a working pig and you give it like a work hat or a baseball cap or whatever it might be. Maybe you want to make it a movie star pig, or maybe you want it to be another character in a book. Maybe you dress it up like Dr. Seuss or the Cat in the Hat. So I want you guys just to get creative with your pig, okay? Try your best around the pig to write some of its character traits. So this one, we would write bad, we would write good, we would write dirty, we would write clean, because it is kind of all of those things at one point in time or another. So get creative. Write down some of the character traits that your pig has and make sure you guys share these with your teachers so we can see them all, okay? So I hope you guys have a fun day and have a fun time doing this activity, and I will see you back tomorrow with another read aloud, and we'll talk about a new character and their character traits, okay? Bye, everyone.